Hello, this is Richard C. Wilson with the Family Office Club, and today we have with us Avi. And welcome to the interview. We want to figure out what type of an investor you are, Aviad, and what you're focused on. So, thank you for joining us here.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you for having me. Kimfo Family Office is a multifamily based in Israel. So we're focused mainly on Israel, real estate, and this, as we call the startup nation. So we are connecting families from all over the world that has connection to Israel with the technology here. We can split it up into two different investments. So there's the more liquid investments for our families. Those are mainly ETFs in the US stock market and the European market, having global access to the stock market, and structured products. So those are the more liquid assets. And the less liquid assets for investors and families, we are investing in Israeli real estate, freeing up money for developers with equity, nice size amounts, and also investing in high tech in the startup nation. Connecting, what we're trying to do is finding startups that can bring added value to the businesses of our families. So I can give a couple of examples, but mainly are families that have their main business. If it's in real estate, infrastructure, we're trying to find here technologies that can bring added value to their companies. So it's a win-win situation between the startup and the family. On one hand, they're investing in a technology that will bring added value to their own company, and the startup is enjoying an investment and an investor that can bring added value to the startup because they are a potential client.
Okay, sure. And what would be the number one type of startup or tech company that's in most demand? Is it fintech? Is it health tech? Is it something else?
Well, I know the buzzwords are AI, but the real investments for our families is actually what is giving an added value to their own. So it can be in the malls space. So we'll look for startups that are giving solutions in the real estate. If it's, for example, the infrastructure in smart cities, there's plenty of technologies here that are giving solutions. It can be in agrotech with drones and artificial intelligence. So it really depends on the family that we are involved with and what they're looking for. Try to listen to the, we're trying mainly to listen to the needs of the family, and then we find the investments, not the opposite.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, that way they can add value, they could help on the due diligence, they could test it out before investing, exactly. And from the person who's raising capital's point of view, they might be able to add strategic value and not just be like, dumb money just coming in like a check. They could open doors or help with distribution or give referrals. So I see the benefits both ways.
And in the Israeli real estate, what we're doing, we're not going based on projects. What we're doing is we're connecting to specific developers that we have long-term relationship and building with them a pool of equity that we come in a later stage. The main problems or risks, I'll say, in the Israeli real estate is the permits and the licenses until you get to there. So the developer is the one that is taking those risks, and when there's already a bank in the picture and all the permits, then we free up his money. He continues to take his risks in his riskier projects, and we put in the money as equity when there's less risk, because our families are more capital preservation concept. And so we also, as Kimfo, needs less of due diligence for each project when we are already long-term relationship with the developer, because we know how exactly they work and we feel very, very comfortable with them. That's about it in real estate.
Sure. And what about your number one piece of advice for investors listening here today? What's something you wish you knew 10 years ago when you were earlier on in this business?
So it's more to the family offices. I think the one advice, and it's worth a lot, is God created us with 2 ears and one mouth. So I think He's giving us an advice of listen to the needs of the families, exactly what they're looking for. Each family is totally different, and each one has different goals, and you need to more listen and only afterwards give the advice.
Right. Great. Yeah, I appreciate that. I think that's in the first book I wrote on family offices, that was the number one thing that the family
Really?
offices told us was that nobody listened to them and that bothered them. So it's a consistent complaint, even though it seems like a basic thing to say. It's a consistent complaint in the industry. So what's the best way for someone to get in touch with you? Is it via LinkedIn or email or?
So of course on LinkedIn you can reach out, or in email. My email is FS for Financial Services. Emails, LinkedIn, whatever's more convenient.
Okay, great. Yeah, I appreciate your time here today. And I was in Tel Aviv and Jerusalem and went to the Dead Sea with my wife and daughter just recently, a couple quarters ago. So next time I'm there, I'll look you up.
Next time you must come. Next time you must come.
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
We'll meet.
Take care. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you, Richard. Bye-bye.